Hello and welcome back to Resilience Real Talk, where we talk about everything child resilience related that is scientifically supported, of course. I'm Dr. Michael Vitellano. I'm a clinical child psychologist. And today we're going to continue our discussion on last video about play. So last time we talked about special time play, and hopefully everybody had a chance to practice if it was something that you found interesting and thought might be useful. I would love to hear your experiences with how that went. Feel free to just shout it out now if you'd like. If you liked it, you didn't, what went well, what didn't go well, it was good, you hated it. All right, I'd love to hear some experiences in the comments below if you'd like to share. So as you probably realized by now, special time is not easy to do. And it is something that sounds easier said than done. It's tricky for me going through the training to keep those questions and those comments to yourself and just kind of follow along and not make any of those question or teaching statements. If you've slipped up with some questions or leading statements, that's okay. Relax, enjoy. You're normal. I still make those mistakes when I'm doing this in the office. So special time is a way to oftentimes reverse some of the patterns of bad feelings between parents and child in the past. And oftentimes bad feelings can arise from past behavior. And doing this special strategy of this positive attention, child-focused play is a way to reverse some of those patterns and just enjoy your time together. And help parents and children enjoy each other by playing together, having no focus or no objective with the goal of just enjoying each other's company and having that real, genuine interaction one-on-one, and showing that you love your child no matter what, and your child spending some time and enjoying your company as well. So as a reminder, the special time activity is the child's choice. They are going to choose the activity whereby you watch, play along, and attend or pay attention to them. So there are a few skills involved in the special time strategy, and I'm going to share those with you today. The main one is called attending. And what attending is using your positive attention to increase positivity. So attending works by watching, describing, and repeating. So I think of this as you are a sportscaster and your child is playing the game, so to speak. So you sit there, watch, describe, and then just repeat that process. So for example, if you're playing with Legos, you would say, you're putting the blue piece on the red piece. You got it. You are building a wall to your house. That would be an example of describing a play with Legos. You describe the actions and the behaviors of your child's play. And there's an easy way to kind of remember the do's. I remember last time we talked about kind of the don'ts. Do you remember the don'ts? So they were no questions, no commands, and no teaching. And today we're going to talk about the do's. And this one, I remember these by an acronym, and the acronym is PRIDE, P-R-I-D-E. So the first one is P, praise. An example of that would be, look at how nicely you made that. Good job putting the pieces together. You're doing such a good job working hard on that house that you're building if you're playing with Legos. The second is R, reflect. So that's a therapy skill that we use, and that's something that you repeat back or acknowledge that you heard something that the child is saying or doing or feeling. So for example, if he says, oh, this is hard, and you say, yeah, playing with Legos is hard. I feel the same way. Or You're right. It's tough when the blocks don't fit together. Or you can reflect a positive statement. So if they say something about having fun, you could say, I'm enjoying playing together too. Me too. So that would be reflect. So the next one is I, imitate. So if the child is using a toy and say the toy is a giraffe and the giraffe has wings and flying, so you would pick up a giraffe or an animal and say, my giraffe is flying too, or I've got a flying animal too. So you simply mimic the behavior. Or if you're drawing, say, you would draw the same thing that your child is drawing. Or if you're drawing the same picture together on the same piece of paper, then you could say, you're working on the wheels, I'm gonna work on the wheels too. Or you're drawing a fire truck, I'm gonna draw a fire truck too. I'm gonna make my fire truck blue, just like you. That would be imitate. So you're playing parallel with the child and you're following their lead, showing them that you're interested, you're engaged, and they are in control. The fourth is D, describe. So that's this sportscaster comes in and you are gonna be describing the behavior of the play. So you are building that wall, you are putting the pieces together, you're working really hard. Oops, that one didn't fit. You decided to try a different piece instead. Or you changed your mind, you're now drawing a car instead of a truck. So that's the describe. And you wanna keep that narration going for the whole time and get as much of those comments in. And that's really the positive attending that comes in. That describing the behavior and showing how they have your undivided attention. And this is almost like nothing else that they've experienced before. And if it is awkward, that's okay. It should be. It should be awkward for you. It might be awkward for your child too, because how many times do we really get such focused attention in a world of so many distractions? The last is E, and that stands for enthusiasm. So have fun, enjoy the time with your child, and let them know that you're enjoying it if you are. So you did it. This is great. I'm really having a good time playing with you. This is so fun spending time together. So again, the skills are pride, praise, reflect, imitate, describe, and enjoy or enthusiasm. Remember our don'ts, no questions and no instructions. If you do slip up, that's okay. Everyone does. It's really hard to do. And the last part is ignore the misbehaviors. So like we said in the last video, if a child is misbehaving during this time, you're gonna simply ignore, and that's an active strategy by shifting your attention away. So you're gonna turn your body away, look away, turn away, and wait. And what you're waiting to do is waiting for positive behavior to resume. And at the first sense of positive behavior, you're gonna redirect back and go right back into the describe. You're gonna be that sportscaster again and start describing their behavior. So I hope you're enjoying this. If it doesn't go well, stick with it. It's not easy at first, and it will feel awkward, and your child will probably know that it's something different that they've never experienced before, and that's okay, that's good. I'd love to hear your experience with this. If you want to comment below in the comment section, and if there's other topics that you want me to talk about, I'd be happy to. I believe strongly in this strategy because it's research supported and a number of interventions. It comes out of, for people that are interested, it comes out of parent-child interaction therapy, as well as a host of a number of other behavioral parent strategies that fall under the same kind of compliance focused or promoting positive or appropriate behaviors in your child or increasing compliance. So yeah, let me know if there's anything that you have questions of, not questions, but more just your experiences, and if I have time, I can get to comment on a few of them. And hopefully you enjoyed part 2 of The Power of Play, and I look forward to seeing you next time.